Well, it's 7:30 and I'm in the orchard, and I've just had some great advice. I can see a lovely little bird there. Not a clue what it is. Tiny, tiny, tiny. It's got a very white breast. And the advice was to put some dead logs down in a shaded area. Clearly that would attract insects. Insects attract birds. So I think here is a good area, quite shaded. It's a little bit flat there, but I don't mow that section. So that will be, I'll gather some logs and put them there and get some water on them. And we're in the rainy season, but it should be okay. Now then, I'm just looking at this fig tree, beautiful, and seeing it appears to be surviving okay. I think I'll put another stake in it to support it, because when we do get the high winds with the rain, the trees don't half get battered. Mind you, it's quite sheltered here, so it shouldn't be that bad. We will see, said the Zen master. So I'm going to spend an hour or so gathering some logs. There's broken branches and fallen branches. I'll just get a bow saw out and cut them up. Put them here in a nice pile. There's a tree here that had died. Insects get on the inside of them and eat out the centre, and then they just die. And this was it was a lovely tree. It's a shame. It was pretty good down there, but it was all dead. So I'm going to cut a lot of those up today and get those in a nice pile. Great advice. Thank you very much. There's a good pile here. This particular spot isn't well shaded, so as I said, will be better there under the shade. And the lamiais are coming on. These are all early lamiais. This is a broken branch of a mango. They get, as I said, you get insects inside them and they go rotten, die. Time for Harry going to work. So there is my designated place to do a pile of timber. And I'll crack on with that before it gets too hot. Well, I've put a little pile of small logs, 2 and 3 inch logs, and some branches, and underneath it is some rotting rice straw, which is already teeming with insects. So as we fell a tree or a tree limb breaks, I will add to that. And here in the shade in the orchard, very close to the water, and of course there's lots of fallen fruit, rotting fruit on the floor, which again has loads of insects and butterflies come to it, and bees and wasps and all sorts, because the decaying fruit creates alcohol. So I'm I'm sweating like a bullock in an abattoir. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and wash my hands, have a bit of something for breakfast. There was a banana tree that's fallen over with very thin bananas on it, and that was rotting on the floor. So I've just cut that entire bunch off, and I've put it on here, so that should attract the birds. And of course it's got the water mold, so the ants that are on it, or what was on it when I brought it here, the ants can't get to it because of the water. I have put a handful of mealworms in there this morning, and already my little feather friends are gorging themselves. It's humid, it's quite warm, it's sunny, it's Saturday. Good luck to City tonight in the Champions League. I'm not a City supporter, but I normally support any British team in Europe. So if they win, we'll all be singing Blue Moon tonight. Right, I'm gonna wash my hands, get something to eat, and then put the long lens, and I'll probably go in the hide for an hour until it gets too hot. Well, I've got some company today at the hide, and it's our Greta. She's been out since about 6:30 this morning, and she's been grazing on the lush grass down there. And Song's just bought her up a little bushel of the river grass that they harvest every morning, and she's tucking into that. And tonight she'll get some bag food, some proving, but she will graze all day. She's still thin, but she is putting on weight. I mean, she's got a fat tummy, and you can't see those lower ribs now, which is really good. You can still see the top ribs and a top line and her shoulders, but she will fill out. She's filling out a little bit on her back end, on her thighs there. So she's a good-hearted beast, is Greta. I call her Greta after Greta Garbo. I want to be alone, because she was never ever part of the herd. So wherever the herd was, Greta was 200 yards away on her own. Never ever mixed with them, never. So she's got a big boy here, so she's okay with that, with Scruffy, and obviously she's got a calf here, so she's cool. And she grazes different parts of the garden every day, which is good. I may well bring an electric extension lead here and a fan, because it is well hot. Well hot. It's no sun, but it's well humid, you know. Alright, here comes our little friend Robin. Go back on. Go back on autofocus. Now, the situation is that I'm looking through the screen, so I can't see the rest of the bird bath, but I've cut a little hole underneath the lens, so I can see everything that's going on the bath. The least bit of a movement and they are off like a rat up a drain. So that's what the solid cloth, camouflage cloth, is here. That's to disguise the movement of my hand going up to activate the camera. That little movement is a matter of 12 inches, 30mm, just rising up to press the start button, and they're off. They detect it. Well, what a great shot, but I have to go move that perch. It's terribly the wrong way. I'm going to take down that perch and just take it off altogether, I think. Well, These miners do make me smile. For me, they're like little teddy boys, little motorbike boys, you know, strutting around the place. They strut around and bully the other birds. Yeah, look at me, I'm hard me. Got things to do to improve this. We can't hurry. Well, Phil Collins said you can't hurry love, but you can't hurry the growth of the bushes and fruiting trees that we've planted. They're doing really well, and this humidity and rain will bounce them on. Plus the contributions from the cattle at the farm. A well-rotted farmyard manure. He knows somebody's about, but he doesn't know where. He's looking directly at the camera. Tucking into bananas at the moment. I've got to see if we've got any papaya hanging about. Bye-bye for now.